Yes, the way someone dies and their significance to an individual can influence the experience of grief. The circumstances surrounding the death, the relationship with the person, and the emotions tied to those factors contribute to the unique nature of each person's grieving process. It can depend on the role the person had in your life. For example, the death of a parent, child, sibling, partner, grandparent, or a very close friend can be much harder than the death of someone that you didn't know well. And how grief affects you also can depend on how the person died. Grief can be more intense if the loss was sudden, if the person died in a way that was violent, or if they died by suicide like I experienced of my partner. Now, often grief is most intense soon after someone dies, but some people don't really feel their grief right away. They may feel numbness, shock, or disbelief, and that's okay too. So it can take time for it to sink in that the person is actually gone. Now, if you're going through grief, you might notice how grief affects your feelings. You're likely to have many different feelings, and how you feel may change from day to day. And at times, you might feel that sadness or anger or anxiety, guilt or despair. At other times, you might feel a little relief. That's okay. Love, gratitude, tenderness, or hope. Grief affects your thoughts. You might reflect on times that you shared with your loved one. You might have worries or regrets, or think of things that you wished you had done or said. You might think about what life will be like now without the person. You might think about what the person meant to you. Grief affects your physical body. Grief can affect your appetite, it can affect your sleep. You might feel tired and have less energy than usual, or you might feel more restless. You might find it hard to relax or to concentrate. You might have a heaviness in your chest, or a tightness in your throat, or a pit in your stomach. Physical pain, such as sore muscles, body aches, can all be related to grief. Grief can lead you to ask really big questions. Many people then wonder, why did this happen? What happens to people when they die? How can I cope? Some people question their religious beliefs. Some find strength in their faith, and some discover spiritual connection. Some become closer to the people in their life. But remember, grief changes, and it can feel less intense at times. And many people say that they feel grief in waves, and that comes and goes. I've felt them for sure. And at times, reminders of a loved one can cause a really strong wave of grief. And at other times, grief fades to the background of their normal activities and may not be on their mind all the time. So if someone you love died, which they probably did if you're on my page, it's natural to keep having feelings and questions for a while. It's also natural to begin to feel a bit better. Feeling better does not mean that you're forgetting your loved one or getting over them at all. It's just that your brain is starting to process the loss a little differently. Keep going.